anything happens at their studio, God forbid, right? That's your property. You know what I'm saying? You have to hire a staff, and I mean the competency level of, you know, assistance is not high. Yeah. And but overall it was good. I really was tripping though. I don't want to talk about this too much, but I didn't until I went to the UK and started working, I didn't know that I was tripping. Because we're in Atlanta, and obviously I'm working with drug dealers and killers. We in Atlanta. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we all, it might be somebody booth with an AK-47. That's just, we in Atlanta, that's normal. Right. But I didn't know that that's crazy over there. I'm looking back at my life in America, I'm like, I was tripping. I'm in there with, this is my studio, I got the keys, pocket money in my pocket, and I'm in there, everybody got guns, everybody high. I didn't know I was tripping. I wouldn't do that again.
No. So now you'd have like a stricter policy.
Yeah, like, I couldn't do it here, no way.
Was the stress level, you know, all the stress that come with entrepreneurship in general, you know what I mean, having a public studio?
I learned a lot. I got taught by this guy named Ty Harris, and I don't know if you're familiar with Seth Firkins, but yeah, I came up under them, and they kind of taught me the ropes of how to run the studio. And I used to be the guy running to the store and getting these chips from people. Like prime example, let's say like, I don't know if y'all familiar with this producer named Sham, but it was him and he was working on Who Can Stop Me on Watch the Throne for Kanye. And I'm like outside the door just listening, just sweeping up. But I'm just soaking it in. They teaching me how to work all the equipment.
So this is our second episode of 2019. You know what I mean? We definitely want to hit a motivational note here. And I know on your Instagram you had a post where you had posted a picture of an old Taurus that you actually said that you had lived in. Can you just talk about, you know, what was going on in your life at this point in time? How did the situation come about?
I mean, I was tripping. I was young. You know, regular Atlanta stuff people deal with. I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Wasting money, not being smart at all. And then I happened to find myself living in the whip. You know what I'm saying? They put me out my spot or whatever. Had to like throw all my stuff out. I just had the whip. So I just took my Yamahas, my laptop, and just whatever, put it in the whip. I mean, it's super personal. But it was like, I was so happy when I had late night session because I could just sleep in the studio. Oh man, that was life. Nobody knew I was living in the whip. I didn't say this until, you know, years later. Obviously, I was still fresh and niggas ain't know. But that's just a part of the grind, like the ups and downs. And I had reached the bottom of the bottom. So the only place I had to go was up, really. And that kind of pushed me to, you know.
How long were you in that situation? And like, what was the next step? Like, did you get an apartment after that? Did you end up staying with somebody? Like,
I got an apartment after that.
Okay.
I was in the whip like around 2 months, but I was stacking. You know what I'm saying? I was just stacking my bread because obviously I don't have no fucking bills. I'm living in the car. So I stacked my bread up enough until I could afford to get a place, and then I got a place, and then my big homie Ty, he was like redoing the studio, so he had some old furniture from the studio, and I took that, and then just started from there. He really, I don't want to say he saved my life, but he helped me a lot, bro. He taught me when I met him, I didn't even know what Pro Tools was. I didn't even know what vocals was. You know, he taught me a lot of stuff.
When you were going through the situation, did you have a regular job that you were working in?
No, I never had a job in my life.
So were you making money off of engineering and stuff like that?
Selling beats only. And I was trying to get a job, but they like, you don't have no job history. I'm like, damn.
Would you recommend to someone who they might be in a situation where they live in a city and they're like, yo, I'm gonna go to Atlanta, whether I gotta sleep in my car for a couple months or whatever I gotta do, you recommend taking that jump?
Yeah, you got no choice. Really. You wanna change your life, you gotta change what you're doing.
But then also what makes me think is like, why would you want to go push? I mean, I understand it's a long-term goal, right? But going to put yourself, shouldn't you save up some money so you don't have to go put yourself in a situation where you have to go live in your car, or you don't have a home, like be financially secure before you move out there?
Ideally, hell yeah. But a lot of people, they get into the scheme and they're making money and they have their job and stuff and they can't leave it. They're like, damn, it's working out a little bit, so I'm not gonna reach for this. I'm comfortable here.
Yeah.
That's another thing. But hell yeah, if you can get money before you move to any city,
Right.
of course, that's a no-brainer.
But there's probably a lot of lessons, valuable lessons that you learn just from struggling,
Right.
city and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely a lot.
You
of
feel like that situation humbled you up? Like,
yeah, I mean,
from going, you know what I'm saying, having the career to stay in the car?
this is a thing that I didn't have a choice about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely humbled me. And then it really made me understand, like, when you see people, like, on the street and stuff, it might be me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't, like, look down on people like that or people having a hard time, you know what I'm saying?
It makes you more empathetic.
I think a lot of society assumes if they see someone out that, oh yeah, they're a drug addict.
This nigga could be producing for Drake in, like,
Right.
2-3 years. You
He's
don't
going
know.
through some hard times, that's all.
That's facts. People have hard times and that makes you know what I'm saying?
What's your relationship with Quay Global?
Quay?
Like, yeah, like, what part do you play in his career? Like, Quay?
Because he has credited you and said like you're the reason that he connected with Baby and QC and all that. Can you
Yeah,
tell us
I
about
could say that. I mean, obviously, me and Quay, we used to be at